Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die.
All right, Coach, the day's growing shorter, and folks in these parts gearing up for ski season, but we've got football to keep us busy right now from Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go!
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Man left, even, 4 down, even. He's coming, 6'6", pull it high.
Here's a second and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here I come. Go. Watch the ship. Go on. Watch the ship. Step.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hancock. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Rosen. This is Coleman with the grab. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hard. Hey, seam 6.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Charlie!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On the draw play, Coleman. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Check. Mike, 53, Mike, I got you.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's got a man, it's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Rosen. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rosen. This to Jarwin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Motion.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
2nd and 11. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
You better bring it. Yep. I got him. On me. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Looking to throw. Hancock. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Hancock looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Okay, ready? 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, Hancock. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Monday. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Hey, alert. Hug.
Now Rosen on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On third down, Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Rosen. That's caught. It's Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
On 2nd and goal, Rosen. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready. 70, Indy.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off play action. Hancock airing it out for Hamilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It's caught by Coleman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Rosen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Rosen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rosen to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Throwing again, it's Rosen. That is caught by Williams for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And
the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now it's Rosen looking. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And this is Parker, complete.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hancock. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go.
5. 54, Mike. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Hancock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rosen. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Mike, 53.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, Zoo. 55
Looking to throw. Hancock. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Leo!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's caught by Jennings. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
He can run for it, and he will. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So it's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen on the screen. This is Coleman. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check nine.
Here's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Keep putting that ball on the grass.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Come on, fellas.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeout. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Now! Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go.
Throwing again. Hancock. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Back to throw. Hancock. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Check 53's Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.